Well, hey there, everybody. It is currently the 24th of February, 2013, and well, across the Western Pacific today, it is absolutely tranquil and quiet. Actually, take a look at the Philippines. Sunny skies continuing to dominate overhead here today. Much of China still just thinking about some light fog really across southeastern China. Some light showers around Beijing, kicking up some of that air pollution, but nothing too significant. And then we have the CFX snow across Japan, which is going to be happening in February. Just an abundant amount of it, but for all these people that really thrive on the snow there, at least for the skiers, the snow festival off towards the north. I mean, current radar out of Japan really does depict some of these strong lines that are continuing to push onshore, but it's all concentrated to the west coast. So anybody out in Tokyo, well, fantastic news. It doesn't look like you're really going to see any precipitation, at least in the Tuesday. But all the snowfall is falling on top of what's already there. And I want to show this really quick before I dive into other parts, or at least the forecast here, is because take a look at this snow depth. It is absolutely incredible, actually record-breaking at this time in some places. Amuri Prefecture, this is just famous for its snowfall. Actually, take a look at the three symbols. It almost looks like snow, but 508 centimeters on the ground there. 5 meters of snow depth currently there, so definitely that is just absolutely incredible amount of snowfall, and we're just continuing to see the CFX snow pile. But one other thing though is, despite there really being quite tranquil weather as far as precipitation, I should say, we still have this high pressure ridging in, and that's creating what we call another cold surge, and just these strong northerly winds transporting all this cold air towards the south. And as we can see here, actually, just see those strong winds rolling across the East China Sea. So actually in Okinawa, you're going to be seeing some strong winds today. That's going to gradually taper off going into the mid part of the week, but still here in northern Luzon, gale force warnings are in effect, extending down here towards the south. And also this is continuing to bring in some precipitation, because I've been seeing some rain reports around eastern Luzon, upwards of about 60 to 80 millimeters. Saw one report here in Vietnam about 80 millimeters. It's just due to that transportive moisture coming in off the coastlines and pushing on shore. Now, nothing too heavy, too extreme, but still bringing the heavy rainfall. And then down here towards the south, we have the remnants of our Sansan continuing to spin there in the South China Sea, where I showed you. This is where JMA actually canceled this storm out, just spinning there just towards the west of Borneo, but it's still bringing some heavy rainfall in the air. And extending over towards other portions of Malaysia here, out towards Kuala Lumpur and Singapore, you're starting to see a little bit of showers, but once again, this is where the center of circulation is on the remnants of this storm. Nothing too significant, and really nothing much more than what you would typically see here with the intertropical convergence zone. But we're going to continue to watch it throughout the coming days. So that's a look at what's going on right now. Let's take a look at the forecast, and at least going through your weekend, well, things remaining rather quiet here going into Monday. Actually, the tropics still rather benign. Still here on the eastern portions of the Philippines. I'm talking about that cold surge, bringing all that moisture at least off the coastlines for you here in the tropics. Everywhere else remaining on the dry side until Tuesday and the Wednesday. We have an area coming out of China, and that's going to bring some rain showers in across Kyushu and eventually shifting over the snow as it pushes north. Remember, what we always typically use is the 540 line to judge if it's going to snow or not. Well, we'll take a look at that. Running directly over Japan, Tokyo very well could get into the mix of this. Once again with some more snow, and then it pushes overhead and eventually out there towards the west. Some other snow in Hokkaido area, but then into next weekend, another shot. This one's going to be more in the rain, but possibly some strong thunderstorms flaring up for you down there into the southern Japanese islands and across southern portions of China. Just one more look though at the snowfall potential in Japan. This is actually from the Euro model, showing the risk lingering here around southern Japan and also including near Tokyo. So something to watch out for, everybody watching here from the Kanto area. So that's your look at what's going on out here in the Western Pacific. As we look at the full disk, you can actually really see that it is relatively quiet. Still that fog. Actually, most of this is fog there in China. That's snow, and then the tropics, the Northeast Monsoon. But look all the way down here towards the south. We have the possibility of Tropical Cyclone Rusty. Now, I'm not going to be covering that in this video update, just concentrating on the Western Pacific, leaving it to our partners at 28 Storms, also posting their video on the website, where you can go and check it out and see what's going on with this storm system as it does continue to push off here towards the south. So thanks again for watching though, everybody. I hope you have a great day. Stay safe out. And as always, you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And just once again, yeah, thanks for watching. Have a great day.